in the eastern part of Kabul, just a few kilometers away from the Afghan capital's fancy coffee shops and luxurious hotels, there are families who have known only poverty, deprivation, and misery for most of their life. Tens of thousands of them have sought shelter in Kabul, fleeing fighting between the government and Taliban in the north and south of the country, or running from the increasing threat posed by the IS terrorist militia in the east. Displaced by ongoing conflicts that have gripped Afghanistan for years with no end in sight, there is not much hope in the enclosures that they call home. Yasir Eid lived in a refugee camp with his family in Kabul. In the 10-meter space where 7 people live, there is a carpet and a few blankets on the floor, but otherwise no source of heating. For Yasir, school is not an option. He wakes up but only to get ready to go out on the street in pursuit of empty cans which he collects. I sell them and buy bread with them, he says when asked about his daily routine. On a good day, Yasir makes up to about US dollar 64 cents, equal with 2 ringgit 60 cents. His family his family's severe poverty forced Yasir to give up his education and focus on taking part in feeding his family. Yasir's father Nasir says that with its all difficulty, life had gone on in Kogyani district in eastern Nangarhar province until IS militant began to ask him to disclose where people who work for the government live. The IS burned down our houses for refusing to cooperate with them. Then we fled during the night and came here to Kabul, recalls 35-year-old Nasir, who still remembers the day he left his village 4 years ago and never returned. Nasir is disabled in one leg after his village years ago was targeted by the Afghan Air Force, which was supposedly bombarding Taliban militants in the area. His family, along with dozens of other internally displaced people from conflict stricken provinces such as southern Kandahar, Helmand, live in a camp in Kabul Police District 8. According to 2020 report by the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, more than 24,000 people were internally displaced by conflict in Nangarhar last year. Around 380,000 people were displaced across Afghanistan, and nearly two-thirds of those displaced are children according to UN figure. While almost all 34 provinces are affected by fighting, most of the displaced come from northern Kunduz province and southern Helmand, left out in the cold. With war ongoing and a growing rate of poverty, displaced people have little chance of returning to their hometown. Kadri Kul Nase mother-in-law is originally from Embattled Tagap district of northeastern Kapisa province. She left her home due to the increasing violence in the district and joined Nasir in Kogyani. We have do not do not have any blanket. Our house is totally empty and cold. Kadri Gul say of her current living condition in Kabul. The family applied to the government for emergency aid several times, but the government response was that since they are not permanent residents of the capital, they are not eligible for assistance. Beyond poverty and homelessness, this displaced family has experienced even deeper pain. Nasir's wife Zura says that while they were in Kogyani district, her eldest son went out to collect grass and never returned home. Zura said that IS militants beheaded him. It was such a tough situation that God help us pass that pain. She says, weeping while recalling the day she learned her son had been killed. Returning to his home village is obviously not an option for Nasir. No matter how uncertain their future may be, Nasir and his family have decided to stay in Kabul in the hopes of making a better life. Salma, the 12-year-old daughter, also supports her family. like the other children through work. Her biggest wish to go to school again one day. She's dreaming of one day having a nice house. We should have a bed for sleeping, a blanket, and a mattress. Alright, I have finished reading. Thank you.